Welcome back to the channel, folks. Keith here from Come On The Hoop Celtic. So let's talk about the game today. Bad result, very bad result for Neil Lennon's terms. Horrific defending. Scored 3 goals, conceded 3 goals. 6 point behind in the table. It's not looking good. What a bad 8 days of football for Celtic. 2 defeats and a draw. Basically, you could say that game today was a defeat because we get back into it and then concede a penalty in injury time. Absolutely pathetic. As much as we say Neil Lennon this, Neil Lennon that, the players need to look at themselves as well. They didn't do anything decent to turn around and say these guys are going to be champions this season, because there's a crisis going on here. I don't know what's going on between Neil Lennon and his players, because he's definitely lost the dressing room. Look, I've been a pro Neil Lennon man a long time. Even when Ronnie Doyle got beaten by Rangers in the semi-final and he was in that Sky Sports punditry box, and I said, give Lenny the job back one day. Yeah, but I just feel like we're going backwards. It's pathetic. I'd never thought I'd turn around in October and say sack the manager. I backed them last week. It's crazy how football results can change your mindset. Look, the fans are not in the stadiums. It's no excuse. The players are not motivated. I don't know if he's trying too many systems and it's not working. Yes, we do have a few injuries and a few COVID scenarios, but some teams do. I need to battle on, and it's not good enough. Celtic fans will be calling for his head, and majority of them have been already. So I don't know what's going to happen in the next 24 hours. I don't know if he's going to resign, will he stay on, because his attitude, it doesn't look like he care less. It's really, honestly, he's just sitting there. When we could see goals, he sits there in the dugout with his arm crossed. There's no passion. Well, he's not the manager. He's not leading by example. Scott Brown was rested today. He came on, made a difference. Obviously, he gave the ball on towards the assist for Griffith's goal, but Griffith should have been started. Yet he wasn't to be seen on that pitch. Rogers wasn't to be seen. Laxall played really good. I have to say I was impressed with Laxall. Duffy was absolutely terrible today. I hate saying it, as much as I backed him in the AC Milan result. I just think he was absolutely terrible. His head's not in it. I think he's taken teams for granted for the stature of Scottish football, personally. So I think he needs to be rested. Obviously, Barkas is injured. He's been injured. Bain came in. It's not Bain's fault. We conceded 3 goals. It's fair enough. The second goal, there was a fumble, and then they capitalised to it. But overall, Johnny Hayes, Hedges, them players, McCrory, they had us sussed. They went into that game saying, look, we have nothing to lose here. We don't have our fans behind us in the stadium. Let's just put Celtic under pressure. And they did. And they done it well. McGregor scored a lovely goal, but yet he gave away a stupid penalty. Nacham was absolutely brutal today. Horrific. It was shocking. Turnbull should have been playing from the start, as I said in my preview video, but that never happened. I just can't get my head around this. I don't know where. I can't see Celtic doing the league if this keeps going. By this time next week, we could be out of a cup. We could be 9 points behind in the league. We could be beaten by Lille. It's going to be a crazy 7 days for Celtic fans. And I think a lot of them already have lost the patience and lost the rag with Neil Lennon. I don't think a lot of people... I've seen stuff like, I'm not going to watch the game and stuff like that. I'll watch the game. I'll put myself through the pain because I back my team. But this is just absolutely crazy. Player like Gordon Strachan being linked. No, I don't want Gordon Strachan. We don't want to be going backwards. We need to go forwards. And I think it's time Neil Lennon needs to walk away from it. As much as I hate saying it, I just feel like a coward saying that, but he has to walk away from it because he's not doing the club. He's not doing the club any decently. Like even with the press conferences, he just had excuses. It wasn't the referee. He criticised the referee today. The referee gave the right decisions. Players failed in the box, and that was it. So Lenny needs to step away. Damien Duff is a massive miss, as I keep saying. Duffer has been a massive miss this season. Since Lenny's came back this season, he's just been weird. He's just not being him. He's not energised. He looks like he's putting on loads of weight. He just looks stressed. He looks 20 years older than he usually looks. I just don't know. But hopefully we get Edward back to full fitness. We get Beaton back, we get Alhamid back, we get Julian back, because that defence is absolutely appalling at the moment. I know we have limited players and stuff like that, but These guys should be good enough. They're professional athletes. Should be good enough to go out and win these games. So we have a really tough 7 days ahead. As I said, Aberdeen will have a plan in Hampden. They might beat us. We might get over the line, but I'm not optimistic at the moment. I can't, as I said this season, I don't see Celtic doing 3 or 4-0 wins the way it used to be. It's just something that's changed, and if it's just the fans not being there, or is it just the gas is not on it. So let us know what you think. I think he'll walk away. If I was to go for a manager and answer, because I know a lot of people are going to say it, Eddie Howe all day. I think he'd be the best man for it, definitely. So subscribe to the channel, let us know what you think, and I'll speak to you all soon. Hail, up the Celts.